I would die for her. I would kill for her. Either way, what bliss?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things only adults notice in the Addams Family franchise.
So, you still desire me after all these years? The old ball and chain.
Forever.
I'll get them.
For this list, we'll be looking at moments from the Addams Family movies that children aren't inclined to understand. Unless you're Wednesday. What adult Addams Family jokes did you pick up on? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Kissing Cleavage Clock, The Addams Family. Where some couples resist displays of affection, Morticia and Gomez aren't afraid to express their love.
Tish, how long has it been since we've waltzed?
Oh, Gomez. Hours.
Gomez can frequently be seen kissing his way up his beloved's arm, but the camera cuts away before we enter R-rated territory. Through a cuckoo clock, we're given an idea of what goes on between the two when the cameras aren't rolling. Before we even see any of the actors, the 1991 film establishes that it'll have a risque edge as Morticia and Gomez replicas exit the clock. Seemingly prepping for a kiss on the lips, Morticia leans back with Gomez going a little lower. It's a small detail that kids are likely to miss, along with a Pugsley replica hanging a Wednesday replica. Number 9. Things Thing for Feet, The Addams Family. The modern animated Addams Family films have been geared more towards kids, although they aren't without a few jokes aimed solely at older viewers.
Strange. There's usually a murderous clown attached to the other end of these.
Bringing the Addams into the digital age, Thing is found engaging in the internet's oldest pastime. Thing may be a disembodied hand, but that doesn't mean he's not into playing a little footsie. Flipping through images of feet, Thing slams the computer shut when Morticia makes her presence known.
Thing. Have Ichabod wake the children.
Kids might just see it as a silly moment, but anyone old enough to be curious knows what it's like to be in Thing's shoes. Well, we guess gloves? Aside from browsing feet online, we have a feeling that Thing watches a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies. Number 8. Sibling Rivalry, Addams Family Values. When a new baby is born, it's not uncommon for their older siblings to be jealous, maybe even resentful. However, there's sibling rivalry and then there's sibling murder.
Cara mia.
Oh dear.
Wednesday and Pugsley attempt the latter. They drop the family's new bundle of terror from the roof, and when that doesn't work, they break out the guillotine.
You have betrayed the people of France. You are evil incarnate. How do you plead? Guilty.
Being an Addams, though, he's resilient in the face of death. For kids, it's cartoon-esque violence not to be taken too seriously. For parents, this is the most horrifying notion imaginable. Well, every parent other than Gomez and Morticia, who are concerned for their baby but write off Wednesday and Pugsley's behavior as kids will be kids.
Children, do you think we love the baby more than we love you?
Yes.
Hey, Gomez and Fester survived their childhood rivalry.
When he was asleep, I opened his skull and removed his brains.
You did?
Brother! Brother!
Number 7. Fester's quest to lose his virginity. Addams Family Values. We all know that Gomez and Morticia have a loving relationship. Have you ever wondered about Uncle Fester's sex life, though? Kids certainly haven't, but the 1993 sequel shares TMI.
I've dreamed that sometime maybe there might be someone for me.
There's Thing.
Oh, I know.
To get Fester's fortune, serial killer Debbie claims to be a virgin. Fester isn't familiar with the term, but he soon pieces together that he himself is also one. Based on Fester's word choice, however, it's implied that he's experienced physical love alone.
Oh, you mean with another person?
When Debbie fails to murder Fester on their wedding night, she's forced to keep him under her thumb a little longer. That's not the only thing Debbie keeps under her, using her body to distance Fester from the rest of the Addams clan. pleasure, manipulation, and gold digging for the whole family.
You have married Fester. You have destroyed his spirit. You have taken him from us. All that I could forgive. But Debbie... What? Pastels?
Number 6. Pubert, Addams Family Values. Wednesday and Pugsley are unconventional names, but the youngest Addams got the most eyebrow-raising moniker.
Oh, is that the little critter?
Oh, no. This is our baby.
Gomez and Morticia considered naming their third child after Satan, the founder of the Fascist Party and the former Chinese Communist Party chairman.
We went through all the books, all the usual baby names.
Lucifer,
Benito.
Mao.
And then we came to our senses.
Just as those in-jokes will fly over any little kid's head, so will the baby's ultimate name, Pubert.
Pubert.
Pubert. I like it.
In addition to being a filthy name, as Debbie puts it, this is also a clever nod to the Addams Family TV series. When Charles Addams' characters made the leap from the comics to the small screen, the creator wanted to change Pugsley's name to Pubert. TV censors in 1964 weren't ready for a name alluding to puberty, but film censors in 1993 were. Number 5. Oedipus Complex, Addams Family Values. The lonely Fester desperately wants what Gomez and Morticia have.
All these years, I've watched you, Morticia, through windows, doorways, keyholes.
Until he finds the one, Fester has his dirty magazines to keep him warm at night. The model in the centerfold disturbs us, however. Uncovering the magazine under his brother's blanket, Gomez exchanges a naughty smile with Fester. The two then reveal who has them grinning like schoolboys, their mom.
And what's this? Mom.
We suppose there are a couple of ways you can interpret this joke. Kids might jump to the conclusion that Fester misses his mother, keeping her photo close. For anybody who's ever hidden a magazine under their bed, though, it's hard not to think of something more Freudian.
That ring.
It was our mother's. She was buried with it.
We don't know what exactly Fester does with the magazine, but the thought alone is altogether ooky. Number 4. The political commentary, Addams Family Values. You could argue that every incarnation of the Addams Family challenges the traditional family, a concept that right-wing politicians are particularly concerned with preserving.
Haven't you ever slaughtered anyone?
He's only a child.
No excuse. Aim for a major artery. That juggler.
Of all the films, Addams Family Values offers the most biting political and social satire, especially when the kids are sent to Camp Chippewa. Reflecting on the sequel in 2018, Carol Kane said that it's, quote, more politically relevant now. Angelica Houston confirmed, quote, it was definitely a political commentary, noting how Republicans used family values to describe what was, quote unquote, normal in America.
I think that's disgusting. I think their whole family's like some weird medical experiment.
Christina Ricci reflected, quote, I didn't see the film as a political commentary, but I was only 12 years old at the time. So, I might not have caught that. We didn't as kids either, Christina.
Why are you dressed like that?
Like what?
Like you're going to a funeral. Why are you dressed like somebody died?
Wait.
Number 3. Ooky innuendos, the Addams Family. In the Addams Family household, pleasure and torture are one and the same. That sounds macabre, because it is, but it also allows the filmmakers to be cheeky without spelling out what's happening.
Leather straps, red-hot pokers.
Later, my dearest.
One of the most quotable examples finds Morticia awakening in the daylight with the adoring Gomez gazing over her.
Unhappy, darling.
Oh, yes. Yes, completely.
Recapping the previous night, Morticia compares Gomez to a frightening creature, asking her husband for a repeat occurrence. Kids probably think that Morticia wants Gomez to scare her. After all, the Addams are all about being creepy.
When we first met, it was an evening much like this. Magic in the air. A boy.
A girl.
An open grave. It was my first funeral.
In this case, though, creepy and kinky go hand in hand. We don't see everything that occurs behind closed doors, but whenever a headless doll is hanging from the doorknob, it's something unhinged. Number 2. Where Babies Come From, Addams Family Values. The 1991 film ends with the revelation that Morticia is pregnant.
Cara mia, is it true?
This might have prompted young children to ask their parents where babies come from. Some parents probably said the stork. Others said from a cabbage patch. Maybe even a few said from a diamond. The opening of Addams Family Values provides all three of those explanations, courtesy of an innocent little girl with a naively over-the-top perspective.
And then Mommy kissed Daddy, and the angel told the stork, and the stork flew down from heaven and left a diamond under a leaf in the cabbage patch, and the diamond turned into a baby.
Wednesday bursts her bubble, bluntly telling the girl how human reproduction works.
They had sex.
She doesn't go into great detail, but now all the kids in the audience have another question for their parents. What's sex? The Addams may be weird, but are they any stranger than the stories parents cook up to shield children from the uncomfortable truth? Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Pocahontas Strikes Back, Addams Family Values. When you cast the Addams children in a play, you can expect things to get bloody. Wednesday and Pugsley's take on Shakespeare was merely a dress rehearsal compared to the sequel's Camp Thanksgiving play.
Eat us! Hey, it's Thanksgiving Day! Eat us! We make a nice buffet!
Not only do things take a grim turn, but Wednesday's rendition of the first Thanksgiving provides sharp commentary on cultural appropriation, colonialism, and privilege. Notably, all the Pilgrims are played by white children, while the Native Americans are either played by kids of color or social misfits. Forced to star as Pocahontas, Wednesday goes off script and leads the charge to take back the land.
The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the Pilgrims. Especially Sarah Miller.
It's funny no matter what age you are, but the older you get, the more you realize how brutally honest this scene is about America's dark origins. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.